Hope everybody's having a beautiful Saturday, which is a Sabbath. This is the Be Happy Central live show. You just tuned in to the Be Happy Central live show. What an episode, epic episode this will be. I feel like this is some of the fewest episodes where we have a tech person, someone who is in the programming world, the information technology world, better known as IT, and there's so many misconceptions around the whole idea and the industry itself, more especially about AI, the integration of AI into our today's world. So today we'll be having Thando Zondo, and this is episode 8 of the Be Happy Central Live show. Let me invite him in so that we start having the conversation. Feel free, send in your questions. We'll read them before the interview ends and let Thando know, Oguti, this is what you're asking. This is what you're interested in knowing, so that you go home satisfied, because we're all about giving out the right information, not misleading people, making sure that they experience their career journeys, their personal journeys. I see. So yeah, this is the Be Happy Central live show, episode 8. So yeah, man, I'm waiting for him to accept. I'm waiting for him to accept. Hope I'm audible. Everybody can hear me. So yeah, my name is Happy with the V, and the V stands for peace. So if you haven't followed us, you can find us at Be Happy Central Live Broadcast on Instagram, and you can also find me at happy_world on Facebook, Twitter, and TikTok. So you get updated with the latest episode right here at the Be Happy Central Live show. So Thando, I just saw him right now. I think he's about to enter. Let me resend the invitation just to get the show joking to sharp. Just did it again. So yeah, thank you for tuning in. We are waiting for Thando Zondo to come in. He is a game developer, he's a web developer, and a mobile app developer, and also a graphic designer who runs Sage Design. So he'll be telling us, chopping it up, more about his journey into the industry of programming, IT, which is information technology, and getting us through in deep about his journey. I understand that, because really we're having such shows to have such conversations, because it's not for us, it's not just for me and whoever guest that's gonna come in the show, like now as we are waiting for Thando Zondo, but it's also for you to get inspired of the importance of loving what you do, staying passionate in what you do, and going fully in. No shortcuts, but going fully in. And while you're going fully in, you go through the process and enjoy it, and understand that there is challenges that you will face. You shouldn't give up, So hence why we are here. I'm calling out guests so that they're able to share their testimonies, their personal journeys, their career journeys, in the profession or professions that they are in making sure that you are covered. You understand that when you sail nicely, smoothly, you don't have it the hardest way. I mean, making sure that you already know what kind of challenges, or have a familiar perspective of what kind of challenges on a personal and career level you might face as you're embarking on your selected career journeys, as an individual, as a brand, as a business, whatsoever. So today, like I said, we are having Thando Zondo for episode 8. Episode 8 at the Be Happy Central live show. So yeah, view, okay. I'm accepting my guy, I'm accepting Dwana. Already accepted Thando, I see he has joined. yeah, I'm so excited to have him. I know he's a very interesting depth of a story. So yeah, stay tuned, guys. So, yo, Thando, what's good, my
Yo,
brother?
yo, yo, what's up, man? What's up,
I'm good,
dog?
dog. Please raise the volume a bit high, my dog. I was I know you're tired, dog. Probably had the busiest day. Hey,
Bruh, bruh, like, honestly, you caught me at a bad time, but nah, I don't want to disappoint and shit, you know?
yeah, definitely, man.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, man.
So
You
what's up?
know, yeah, I'm good, my dog. You know, while I'm chilling with this guy, knowing Thando Zondo, I've learned one thing. He's a very passionate person in what he is doing, very dedicated and understand. Umuntu I can say very reliable in the work that he does. He's a problem solver. Yabona mona inkinga emayelana ne-tech programming. Mamela, just give this guy a call and he'll sort you out. Mari mone, yabona le nda mamela manje ASAP. So he's a guy who's working, you know, who's putting in work. Sumuntu ongamthola noma kanjani yangithola. So that's why if you want to set up an appointment with him under the Sage Design, make sure you book him now. He will send in the details, obviously, which email address you can get in contact with him from numbers and other things so that you make sure you're sorted in terms of the services that you want. It can be web development, it can be graphic designing, it can be mobile app development, and also gaming development. Young mama. So I'm Tindosh in the building. Yeah, I don't know what's good. That's good. Please,
Nah,
uh,
nah, dog, I'm good.
yeah, man. Please, introduce yourself to the audience, my brother. Tell them who you are and Guti, like the timeline. Guti kale kuphi when you're in grade 11 at this age, which year, and so that we create a build up towards your journey
Mm-hmm.
sharp so that it dissected amnandi because like I told you, man, nothing is prepared, Anton. So mina ngiya story
Mm-hmm.
sakho in the type of questions that I will be giving out today. Let's give it a let's have a conversation, Donna. It's like an open heart conversation where we spread our heart, our love, so that the people know kahle ukuthi Ntwana yam, in this journey that we're going in, mfethu, as a skippy any step, this is my journey, this is the challenges that I had to go through, and look at me now. I'm doing the most, bro. I'm staying I'm independent with what I do and passionate about, and for you to be in this position that I'm in, you need to look out for such. You need to be this kind of person, you know, and all that kind of stuff. So, mfana ngicela udissect kamnandi yabo. Pe timeline nje. Yabo mara ngibamba ntwana yami. Yeah.
Yeah. One question.
Yeah.
Can I smoke a cigarette while I do that? I will be able to dissect it very well.
My dog, this is a show of being self, you know. Yeah,
Ah, you know,
ngawari, dog. So Thando, while you lighting up the cigarettes, my bro, um, I know before we go into deep, I know as a programmer, there's this stigma going on. I don't know if it's a stigma or it's just part of the culture or of the industry that every individual in the tech industry that normally faces, yeah, I'm talking the program industry that normally faces, whereby I found that most of you guys, I'm not saying everybody, y'all are more introverted people. Yeah, Uyangithola, you're not too social, even though you're on the online business, even though you're on the tech business, where I feel like it only makes sense where you need to be very social where I'm told, in order to promote your services in whatever you do or specialty that you selected in the IT industry. So tell us, Uti,
mm-hmm.
is it really the truth? And what really causes that, basically?
Well, it's not really what do you call this? It's not really a requirement of the field. It's it's usually just what do you call this? It goes with persona. The thing is with programming, it's more than just a career. It's a lifestyle.
Oh,
You see. So most of the time, it requires you to always be, you're always learning. That's the thing. Imagine if you got your degree probably like I don't know 10 years ago or something like that. You understand that if you stick with whatever you learned, then you will never survive in this industry. The thing is, there's always new technologies coming up, and because of that, you're supposed to be constantly learning and things like that. And when that's the case, you really don't have time for socializing and stuff like that. But then we do socialize. The thing is that wherever we socialize, it's usually like platforms that are developed by us for us. Platforms like your Discord, GitHub, and yeah, basically it's developer platforms. That's where we are the most social. Your social networks, yeah, it's good for marketing and stuff like that, but it also depends on the type of what do you call this, entrepreneurship you're into. I'm more of a developer. I'm not really a sales type of guy. So what the best thing for me to do is like constantly learn about the new upcoming technologies, and that's why I'm forever in here. But as I'm saying, it's more of a personal choice and not really what do you call this, a requirement of the industry. So for example, my boss, so I work for So Imagine. We're currently working on a project called Workwise, which is basically going to how do I put this? It would offer a business everything that it would need so that it can actually push like their business processes. So right now I'm dealing with an application, a Zoom-like type of application, but like it has AI and everything. It's kind of dope. But obviously I'll send you a few videos so you can share on your channel for promotional purposes, of course. But then yeah, so my boss, as I was saying, he is an extrovert, but he does the same job that I do. But then he's not really too much of a coder nowadays. He's looking for clients and stuff like that, but he does the job, and he is, he's also like what do you call this, a developer. So yeah, it's more of a personal choice, you know.
No, it's clear, my dog. You just cleared the air right now. Now I'm getting a sense of understanding ukuthi kahle kahle where your people come from in the industry, in terms of if you're a developer and if you've chosen the path of tech, IT, information technology. So please let's just get into the story. Ukuthi ubani uThando, yabo? Usibese kuthele kamnandi per timeline ukuthi okay, in primary this is the phase where I was at, or before primary, after primary, high school, and after high school, this is what I chose, blah, 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 blah. I don't understand. So that we understand surely, which, okay, this is a picture of what your guys are all about and how you maneuver around, your careers and all that kind of stuff, my bro. I don't know if I make sense.
Yeah, no. Let me think about it.
Yeah.
My first memory of a computer was probably my aunt's computer back when I was living in Protea North, and that was like years ago. But it was a Mesa computer, I remember that. And then my uncle was like also very excited at the fact that there's like a laptop around. Installed Mortal Kombat 1. I remember that game, like that violent video game and shit.
Yeah.
So ever since then, I've always been like fascinated by computers. Because like like it's I've always been fascinated by tech specifically. Yakhumbula like lama, what do you call this? Lama game box.
They want to club and Mortal Kombat, bro. And Pac-Man, I think those used to be my favorite games. I used to spend millions over those games when I was a kid, bro.
Bro, I remember Wutintanga. Like, do you know Wutimanga Tatizu? And so like 5 cents. It actually detects as a 50 cent. I don't know how the hell that happened, but I remember bruh, hey, vamos, bro. 35 cent, you fuck it up. Detects it as a 50 cents, and you play. So ever since then, like the thing is, like my uncle Mkandla, he's always been into like like tech and stuff like that. So he's the one who actually like kind of like guided me into this whole journey. But yeah, ever since then, it's just been like as I'm saying, that's like my oldest memory of like operating a PC, and that was like years ago. Like you understand, like it's years ago. So yeah, ever since then, like he's also a gamer. So like I've always been into what do you call this, your PlayStations and everything. But my journey into programming started after school, you see, and that is like
Was
2013. So
sorry,
around
sorry, my brother.
2013,
Was it after high school or tertiary school? Wait,
it was after high school.
okay.
Yeah, so right after high school, mind you, I didn't know anything about programming like at that point. You know, it was either your plomekoni or I do some like I basically just hustle something else, you know. Fortunately, right after I got out of there, like Ikrizalam, you know, paid for like a 3 month course in what do you call this, C++ development. And mind you, um, I think a few months before that, my uncle just told me about programming, so that's why I actually like decided to take that course. And then when like as soon as he told me, basically, I was able to what do you call this? I was able to grasp the concept, and I started programming on my phone, which was actually like a like something that wasn't thought of at the time. And whenever like when I actually started doing that, by the time I actually got to class, I actually knew everything. Hence why the certificate actually has like 100% straight. You know, like I already knew what I was doing by the time I got there. So it's really what do you call it? It's really a yeah, like a passion, I should say. I like writing code, you know.
Yo, Thando,
Yes,
can you hear me?
yeah, I can.
Yo, sorry, I was receiving a call. Yeah, yeah. After yeah, you said you were doing IT and you passed it with flying colors. Please continue, my brother. Sorry for that. Oh my lord.
No, 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 don't worry.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so yeah, that's the thing. It's like ever since then, ever since I've started programming, basically, you could say that's when my introvert stage started. Because as I said, in this industry, you're forever learning. So whatever new technology comes up, you want to know about it, you have to use it, and so on and so forth. You know,
Yeah, please continue, my bro.
what's up with the phone calls?
Hey, bro, I don't know. You know, family things, bro. Hey, yeah, 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 yeah. But sorry, man. Please continue, my bro. I know. Please continue. Sorry, my brother.
You know what? Let's just you ask me a question, and then let's carry on from there.
So yeah, I just want you to continue from studying IT, the course you studied. So from there, what other choices did you make? Did you finally realize that this thing is really your thing, and you're not looking back? What was going on, my bro, in your mind at that time?
No, I've never really had like a an opportunity to contemplate about it,
Mm.
thinking that this is what I want to do and things like that. But it was just a hobby at this point, you know. And then for it being a hobby, it's what do you call this? I think I think
Yeah, it was just a hobby, and you never contemplated about it. Let me just tell the
yeah.
person to stop calling, my bro. Né? You can no can continue. I'm listening, my bro. I'm really sorry, Thando.
No, no, no. No, no, don't worry about it.
Yeah,
Don't worry about it. I
yeah.
got you, bro. It's family.
I, let me just.
Yeah, no, I feel
Okay,
you.
cool. Ngiyabonga, dog. Ngiyabonga, dog. So you didn't contemplate about it. You just went for it. Then what happened afterwards, my bro?
It's I think it was what do you call this? Um, around the times when COVID struck, you know, I was working at what do you call this? At Anglo American at the time, as a what do you call this? An AV technician. So when COVID struck, like all of us basically lost our jobs and stuff like that. And I guess it was I was back to stage one. But at least I had like some of the what do you call this? The hobby experience of it. Having like developed my own apps, but like it wasn't really anything serious. I had like this one app that everybody loved, but I didn't really push it as much as I should have. But
Please hold on, Thando. Let me just talk to this person. Madam Tibo.
all right.
Sure, I'm live, Madam Tibo. Yang disturber. Yo. As soon as keys the song for Nela. Yang sister. Ngiyabona. Askis man Thando. No, ngispanisa yona ngithi quality. Yebo. Alright, sharp. Okay, sharp. Okay, at least 30 minutes or an hour or so. Sharp. Sure. Yo, I really apologize, people, man. Family things, man. Hey, when they come calling, I need to answer. Askisi Thando. Yeah, man. Can you please continue from where you were, so that we continue, my bro? I mean, we come with such problems, man, in life. So, I can just say,
So no, like ever since then, it's luckily like while I was what do you call this? While I was doing this thing as a
yes.
hobby, I met up with what do you call this? Khona le autistic ikasi lakho man. I don't know if you remember Mutike Tukul.
Yeah, Tukulo is a producer, composer.
Yeah, that's the thing. So like we wangihlanganisa with the guy that I'm working with right now, my boss, basically.
For real?
So ever since then, yeah. Like there was a time where I had to develop a website, Makafula Vilagazi. And yeah, as soon as I did that, yeah, he was like really impressed. He gave me like another project and so on and so forth. And yeah, ever since then, I've just been, you could say it was a stroke of luck, because it was around the times of COVID. So right then, that's when I was like, like pushing projects for a company, something I'd never done before. So the experience that I got from there is the reason why I'm still doing it today. It really gave me insights into how to push this as a business instead of just as a hobby. Because right after that course that I told you about, it was yeah, that was it. Like that's the only education that I ever had when it comes to this thing. It's just a 3-month course in C++ programming. I don't even do C++ programming anymore. It's it's everything that I know now is basically just YouTube and what do you call this? YouTube and passion, I guess. Because finally, yeah, like I was tasked with developing applications, full scale, full stack applications. In my industry, whenever they say full stack, it means that you can develop like a software like from start to finish, which means that you actually develop what people can see, and you also develop what people don't actually see, which is your databases, your authentication, and things like that. So yeah, like all of this experience that I have right now is because of the company that I work for, and I will forever appreciate that. But yeah, I feel like right now I've been working on a couple of projects, probably like a good 5 or 6 at this point, that are like mine, and they're basically preparing what do you call this? They're preparing the future of like my own future basically, and hopefully the futures of my future users, and this is like all AI type of applications. Basically, if I were to break it down, I believe that we're going into a world where it's everything is basically automated. you don't really need to learn programming anymore to be able to do programming because of AI and stuff like that. But at the same time, I feel like there is a lack of platforms that actually that would actually help us, South Africans and the youth and stuff like that, for us to actually like prosper within this time. And so developing a couple of applications that at least will help, what do you call this? Will help, balance things out so that we can also be recognized as, what do you call this? Um, Participants of the AI age. You know what I mean? So it's, yeah, man, like, how do I put this? Right now, it's, as I said, I've never really had time to contemplate about this thing. It's just been project after project, and I'm enjoying doing those projects. So, but at the same time, I do understand that I do need to be social a bit. But right now, I don't think that's priority. The time will come for that. I guess you could say it's because, yeah, I'm too passionate about it. Um, yeah, so I don't know, man. I don't know. Yeah, no, it's just a matter of pursuing my goals right now, and where I see myself in the next. What do you call this? I have to say that this year is probably one of the hardest years. It's probably my make or break year. If I don't survive this one, I'll probably never survive in this field. But so far, everything is going well. And by that, I mean it's not just what I do, but it's also the what do you call this? The dynamics of how I live, and and how I'm trying to push things and how I'm trying to connect, but at the same time, I'm trying to learn. There's quite a lot going on, but I'm holding on, man. Uzoyenza, uzoyenza. You gotta stick to the plan, or else there's no at this point there's no looking back. It's either you do what you do or you get left behind. That's it. So yeah, at this point I'm just focused on work and trying to get things together. But I do know for a fact that like if I survive this year, then it's all good. Like I'm set for life. So yeah, that's the thing. That's why. So that's why I'm saying it's mostly a personal choice. If I needed to connect, I'd be out there. But then, um, what would I do with me being out there if I don't have anything? If I'm just there as just a face and a body. I don't see myself that way. Like I want a legacy. I want something to leave behind. And so that's probably why I am so indoors. Like I probably live here, but I'm sure like probably half the street doesn't even know me. That's the type of dedication and the goals that I'm trying to pursue. But at the same time, I do miss being outside. I'm not gonna lie. But I feel like right now it's just a matter of pushing. If I don't push, well, akekho ozongiphekela ntanga. I gotta get the bread at the same time. So it's kind of hard, but well, I'm persevering. What can I say?
Now, shout out to you, my bro, for persevering and putting in the work. I mean, at the end of the day, vele, akukho umuntu feed only yourself, my bro. As I know, when Avele, you renting your own space, you living your own life, you have nobody to depend on. So, as you are talking about, doing so much work for the company that you're already working for, and there's never time to go out and socialize with like people and stuff like this, just to take a break off work for a bit. I just want to know, uh, just give me an idea. Nah? Let's just say, let me make a scenario. Let's just say
Hmm.
there's this special girl that you always wanted, right? Then it happens. Maybe you went out for some time, then back, I'm told. So
Hmm.
how can how is it possible for you to manage a relationship while you have adopted to be the person that you are? It's always busy. You know how women are. They need time. They need effort. They need full attention. So I just want to get an idea from your own perspective and from your own personal experience. I mean, I also love if you make scenarios of your previous relationships and understand so that people can be more relatable to what you had went through. Anyways, is there a girlfriend currently right now that you are
No.
currently? So yeah, exactly.
Nah,
So
nah, nah.
tell us, my bro, like how are you able to manage such such occurrences in your life and just totally social no baby girly and stuff like that.
Well, the thing is, like, at this point, I can tell you this. It's not as hard as it sounds, um, but there is like this one hurdle you have to like go through, and that's it's finding somebody who actually has like ambition.
Mm,
Ever since I've been doing this, I've noticed that any of the women, that I approach and stuff like that, um, I'm mostly drawn to like these ambitious type of girls,
mm,
and they usually understand the situation, because at the end of the day, um, you can't really ask me for something, and then expect me to, just have it if I do not work, And right now, the fact that I don't have like a girlfriend is a personal choice, you know. And there's also like a few what do you call this? There's also like a few challenges that don't really allow me to play
mm,
in that space a bit, because of you could say it's a bit of influence, And I'm currently at a point whereby I do not want to surround myself with people because there's been a situation whereby I kind of like lost a friend in a way,
mm,
because of what do you call this? Because of influence, In order for me to do what I do, I basically, like there's quite a lot that actually goes into it, and because of that, I've noticed that people actually think that I am thriving in whatever I'm doing.
mm,
And if I thrive, but I thrive in the ways that I have to, that I have to use, then it might inspire them to actually do the wrong type of things. So I try to not surround myself with people because I do not want to influence the bad side of whatever I'm trying to, achieve here. And so, the thing is, I've seen its effects, like, um, like I've seen it like beforehand. So because of that, I try to distance myself from like people because people only want to see what they want to see, and if they start to see the wrong things, then they'll actually like start pursuing those for the right reasons. And if you do not know how to control yourself in this case, it's you're basically going to end up inspiring the wrong you inspiring the right type of people, but with the wrong type of advice, or usage or whatsoever. And so, because I've seen its effects, firsthand, um, I know for a fact that it's I shouldn't I shouldn't really inspire people to actually like do this. And the thing is, at the end of the day, this is still life. You know, people need to socialize. People need to do this and that. Um, and I don't really want to inspire people to actually work as hard as I do. The only reason that I do this is because I have goals, and I have my own ambitions and things like that. And so, as much as ingangenza ukuthi ngisound ngathi ngiyislack or something like that,
yeah, yeah.
it's just a matter of it's ifana njengengane ngithola ingane uma uzoyichika uyitshela ukuthi like khona like lento le i-wrong, kodwa yona ibone ngendlela yayo. You understand ukuthi like kufana ukuthi leyo ngane leyo kahle kahle yazibhayisisa because ayinayo experience yalento level eyenzakalayo, but uzozitshela ngoba like ubona i-result ethize, uyangithola. Uzogcina angene ey'ntweni kahle kahle ezibhedayo, uyangithola. In this case, mina, like, it's always been a case of what do you call this? I've always been like an out of the box thinker, you know. I'm unique basically, and because of that, I can basically navigate what do you call the situations that other people probably wouldn't survive in, and that's the thing. Like that's why I'm saying that I've seen this firsthand, and so um, I'd rather just you know, I'd rather just what do you call this? Distance myself, and but it's not fun. It is not fun. You know, it's at this point it's just a matter of priorities. You know, I have a younger brother, I have a mom, I have, you know, and I want to be able to take care of these people. And if that is the case, I need to be able to make make decisions that would otherwise be seen in the public eye as what do you call this? Um, wrong, you know, and things like that. And so, because of such, I guess that's kind of like one of the other reasons why I distance myself, you know, because I know what I want and I know what I need to do, and therefore, um, yeah, it's basically a matter of stay away. But um, in terms of relationships, I'm not gonna lie, I need to like get back into the game. But it's like it's a matter of priorities right now. The thing is, like, right now I'm at a point whereby I'm almost done with everything, you know, and therefore I can like simply just you know, transition back into society. But personally, you know, just personally, it's that decision is becoming harder and harder by the day, you know. It's like having to transition back into society after like being so absent for so long feels weird, you know. It's strange, but I guess like I'm at a point whereby I think I think I how do I put this? I think I've grown so much in my isolation that I feel like I do not know who I am whenever I go outside, you know, which is quite strange. But yeah, no, let me not take it too far. Ask your questions, bro.
So in terms of isolation, do you think your isolation is part of your solitude, you know, in terms of actually getting more in tune to self, so that when you go outside, you are able to project yourself in a way that is naturally who you are, that rather than finding validation to something that you are not. I just want to understand that part. Isolation yakho, besides just work, on a personal note, when I Thando, angazi if uyangithola.
Hmm. Nah, it's
And sorry,
at this point.
sorry. Before I forget this question, and again, in terms of your isolation, does it also um, 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 I'm finding that I want to find the right word for this. Does it also um, cause a disconnection? Yeah, in terms of the dynamics with your moms and your little brother. Please explain that part also, because I understand, man. Sometimes we too stuck in our own worlds that we even forget the people that we love. And understand that maybe all we do is just send in money and think they are fully satisfied. Whereas these people don't see us on a daily, more especially yourself, Thando, because I think your family lives in Cape Town. I mean, the distance on itself, my brother. It's I can imagine your moms, your brother. I mean, your brother is a little one, and whereas if there's no fatherhood besides him to guide him in the journey of manhood, it becomes sort of like work to maneuver through as a man. Yo, Tando, yo, what happened? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Yo, guys, hope you good. I think there was connection problem there with Thando. Let me just invite him again so that we continue this beautiful conversation with him. Hopefully everything is good on his side. But I see he's online, so I think it's just connection in Jiyabo. Yeah. Really apologize for what really happened. The calls, they caused a lot of disturbance into the interview. I'm really sorry, but it's just family stuff. I understand that I needed to attend to. But yeah, I hope everybody is having a beautiful Saturday, and I hope this conversation that we're having is giving enlightenment towards the type of things that we also go through as individuals, regardless our career choices, and just as a build up for us to really understand uh, other importance in terms of the dynamics of life and the things that we experience. Um, and the importance of being a man, Uguti, as a man, you just have to have goals. Yabo. You as unable to join. As a man, you just have to have goals, prioritize the important things over the not important things, especially when it comes to relationships, and so that you're able to fulfill your destiny in the right way. I understand. Um, and the importance of going through the process. Because as I'm speaking Notando, all I see is he went through the process. Hence why today he's in a space whereby even though he's in isolation, um, in the journey of chasing his dreams, chasing his goals, he doesn't feel left out towards the outside, society and what's really happening in terms of relationships, friendships, none, because he already went through a certain process that led him to the isolation, a point of solitude. So he's able to, whenever he revamps back to the society now, he has a different perception, a different approach towards the type of relationships that he needs to he needs to enter, and you know what is really important and what is important in terms of meaningfulness towards impilo yakhe. So I hope everybody is just understanding the conversation that we have in those dynamics, uh, because well, at the end of the day, solitude and isolation is one of the important things that really most of us that we go through, more especially after reaching your 20s, heading to your 30s, man. The dynamics of what you previously perceived life to be totally changes to something that is meaningfully yours. Young Tona, something that you can grab and really take it to the world and spread the right awareness and in terms of authenticity and just being yourself. I understand. I'm not trying to find any validation from anybody in terms of who you are, your priorities in life, and what you're really gunning for and why you exist. So I hope you're grabbing the right motivation in terms of the talks that I'm having. No Thando Zondo. I'm okay. I'm waiting for him to accept and revamp back to the live because I think he had some connection problems there and there. Let me just call him and check what's going on, what's really going on. Oh, he's back, he's back, he's back, he's back, he's back, he's back, he's
Yo,
back. Yo, Tinder T, my nigga. So,
yo. Hey, I don't know what happened there. Hey,
no, no, it's fine, man, it's
yeah,
fine.
no, my
Look,
phone died.
let me be honest with you, my brother. I'm really enjoying this conversation. I'm learning a lot from your perspective in terms of the things you've went through, young understander, in order today to be so isolated and making sure that you set the right priorities to chase your goals and dreams, young understander. I think that's the kind of isolation that is the best isolation as a person to really find yourself in. So in terms of isolation, because that's where you really find solitude. So in terms of your isolation, my bro, I asked you that, does it affect the dynamics and connection that you have with your current family, your moms and your little brother, like you said, because they're the most important people right now in your life that have been with you for ages till now as a grown man, that you're able now to support them, sending money whatsoever, as much as Bakalabo, Cape Town, you're here at Johannesburg in the south. So please tell us about those dynamics and in terms of isolation as well, and going out there and really projecting yourself in a way that is authentic to you, so that you attract the right people towards towards your life in terms of relationship. How has that really sharpened your horizon as well? Looking into those dynamics of socialism, being out there, young taller, and not really finding validation to be someone that you're not in order to attract someone. Yeah. Like, please, Donna. I hope I'm not too all around the place in terms of the question. Hope you do understand me. So family dynamics, how has the isolation affected it? And in terms of isolation, what is, from your point of view, has been the most positive impact towards, being isolated and chasing your goal when you go out there now as a totally different person from who you were before?
It's I have to say it's quite it's I don't know how to put it.
Yeah.
It's the whole experience is just mind blowing, because for some weird reason, it's almost like what do you call this? Self awakening, It's for some weird reason you start to see the world for what it is, and it's quite how do I put this? It's not as friendly as I thought it was, or rather, it's not as friendly as it was when I was not myself. It's there's this quote that actually says the greatest challenge, in living, basically, is trying to is constantly being yourself in a world that's constantly trying to change you. And I guess it's for me it kind of like went in reverse, because I started out as as somebody who wanted to fit in, and because of that, the world looked much more friendlier. But now that I am growing more into myself, and I'm like I make decisions for me, it's yeah, it's getting quite what do you call this? I guess it's all about the area as well, because you know uh, with us living in Soweto and stuff, the dynamics that we are constantly living with. Besides bias and what do you call this? And speculation. It's I've 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 um I've actually quite what do you call this? I'm not accustomed to how everybody actually wants me to be. And because of that, it's I guess you could say it's in a way kind of like enforcing my what do you call this, my isolation as well, because I don't see myself actually trying to appease people anymore. It's right now it's all about what I can do and what I want to leave behind and stuff like that. And the yeah, you could say like it's changed a lot of things. It's shown me the true colors of what of people I actually thought were friends. And it's actually shown me what do you call this? It's actually shown me like the what do you call this? The sides of people who I actually didn't actually appreciate at some point. It's at this point I can actually understand um, who is true, and who's true to to your ambitions and your goals and stuff like that, and who's just there for the ride and stuff like that, you know. So it's quite yeah, it's quite, yeah, mind blowing, you know. But at this point, I could say that I'm old enough to understand that this is just the way of the world. But no, it's, let me not say it's the way of the world. Rather, it's the way of Soweto. You know, just like things just don't. It's you can still feel the, how do I put it? You can still feel the how do I say this? The the mental attitude, you know, of apartheid. Probably, I wasn't. I probably, like, I wasn't around it around those times, but like you can actually, like, I can say that my eyes have been open, you know, and I can see like certain behaviors and stuff like that, behaviors that shouldn't be there, you know, as a person, behaviors you won't see probably, like or and within the, like within the people and in the north, you know, and stuff like that. And nowadays, as I'm saying, like I'm usually on, like what do you call this, your GitHub and your Discord, and programmers usually like thrive around that side, so I communicate with them a lot. And you can tell by the mindset of the people who are over there compared to over here that yeah, no, like it's quite different, you know, it's quite different. So um, right now, I guess you could say that I'm just trying to work myself to get to, you know, that environment, because it's much more peaceful than over here. Because over here, it's there's just it's messy, you know. It doesn't and by messy I don't mean like you know, like physically. I mean environmentally, but like it's the attitude, like the what do you call this? It's like it's like you're surrounded by people who have like the mental capacity, you know, to actually thrive, but like for some weird reason they cannot do that, because that's what they've been taught, and that's what's being pushed around, you know. Because um, as soon as you basically self awaken, if I were to put it that way, I don't want to brag or anything like that, you know. But as soon as you can see all of the all of the what do you call this, the the gossiping, the all of these useless things that, like, you know, people shouldn't even like concern themselves with. They thrive over here, but they don't thrive over the north, you know, which and mind you, I've been living in Soweto like my whole life, you know. Well, not Soweto specifically, but like Lenasia and Soweto. And but like both of these environments, like it's I've never really had to what do you call this? I've never really lived in the suburbs per se. So I like I'm not like talking from a point whereby I can say that I come from there or something like that, and like I don't like the people that are around here. But like yeah, I guess in a way you could say that I kind of feel like pity, because of the fact that you can see their potential, but for some weird reason they don't, you know. And but simply because you are actually trying to, like, you know, um because you're actually trying to, how do I put this, enlighten them, that kind of like backfires, you know, all the time. Like it backfires. So I guess that as well kind of like what do you call this, enforces the isolation in a way, because you cannot really help people who do not want to change. There's this quote. I watch a lot of anime, right? And there's and I watch them like in their original language, you know, in Japanese. But like there's this one quote that like it kind of got me, you know. It said, if you cannot sacrifice anything, then you can never really change anything, you know. And because of such, it's I've noticed a lot with what do you call this, people who are like around my age, you know. They are content with whatever they have. I mean, you have the whole world to explore, bruh. Like there's so much that I want to do, but I cannot bind myself to wherever I currently am. And I do understand that like if I don't sacrifice this time, then I will never actually ever get there, you know. So part of the isolation is actually influenced by that, by the fact that like if I don't really do anything, then I'm basically just just keeping myself here forever. And I do not want to do that. You know, there's so much of the world and so much of life that I actually want to explore and stuff like that. And so yeah, I guess part of the isolation is to achieve that goal, if I had to put it in a way.
So, touching on the family dynamics, is the isolation causing a disconnection in terms of interaction? You know, besides money, sending in money and all that kind of stuff, as
Oh,
someone
no, no,
that
no.
has responsibility as a man, and looking at that, you have a small brother who is, I mean, not surrounded by men that he can really trust as close as he trusts you. um, don't you think the isolation is kind of like affecting him, or how in your perspective, how can you really put it in looking at the situation that you're in with the connection that you have with the family right now, as much as they're living in Cape Town?
Nah, nah, the thing is we still connect, you know. Thankfully because of tech and all of the technologies we have. Yeah, we do talk, you know. My little brother's doing like grade 10 now, which is like crazy, you know. But um I actually designed an application for him, like an
Mm.
AI tutor app, you know.
This guy.
That's like literally, it was
I
like so
dog,
crazy.
you're a problem solver,
So
my kid. Yeah.
yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing. I can't help myself when it comes to
Mm.
that. So the thing is yeah, he said he had problems at school because I think his teacher is what do you call this? A foreign national.
Mm.
You see, so whenever they get to class, and you know most how school kids are, especially like high scholars.
Mm.
Yeah, he gets into class, the teacher says something in an unfamiliar accent. The whole class then
Nah.
laughs for the whole period,
Yeah.
you know.
Mm.
And because of that, he is finding it truly hard to actually focus, you know,
Mm.
because you can't really teach whenever the whole class is making jokes.
Mm.
So me being a problem solver, I just thought of it. I just thought of the most simplest thing. What if I just get the whole curriculum of the year, design and then design what do you call this? A teacher, you know, a virtual teacher that'll actually help him out with the whole curriculum basically. And it works out. It's actually kind of cool. I'm thinking of releasing it you know, for the public, which should help a lot of school kids. But in terms of your question, it's as much as I may not be there physically, I try my best to actually be there digitally,
Mm.
I guess, you know, and try to what do you call this? Um, um, Cover my absence in a way. So yeah, like right now, I think I what do you call this? I just designed my mom a website. No, it's more than just a website. It's actually a really powerful system. It's got an LMS on it, a learner management system, a booking system, since she does nails and beauty.
Mm.
And so you see, yeah, through what I do, you know, my tech skills, I try to what do you call this? Um, what do you call? I try to substitute my absence with what I do, you know. And yeah, it might not be enough, but at this point, it's the sacrifice that I have to do in order for me to be able to change things.
Mm. No, perfect. I'm understanding that your mom does nails, and he's actually an entrepreneur, a hustler. So are you letting us know that, I don't know, quarter or half or full, of the spirit that you have in terms of what you're doing, because now you're an entrepreneur yourself, right? Was it really influenced by your mom's on a top higher, like on a higher level, or was it some of the experiences that you went through back then that really elevated your entrepreneurial spirit to take it to the level that you took it today?
Let me put it like this. Um, I've like my mother has never like she's never really had a job. I can say
Mm,
that, you see.
mm,
And but she was able to put me through 12 years of school
mm,
and stuff like that. So it's not just what do you call this? It's not just the fact that she what do you call this? She inspired my entrepreneurial spirits. Basically, it is her entrepreneurial spirits, you know, like
mm,
I don't want to, if I say inspired, it kind of sounds like it just played a part in it.
mm,
No, like every fiber of my being basically is inspired by my mother. You know, it's she plays an important role,
mm,
you know. Even though like it's what keeps me going, you know. I wanna be able to give her a better life, and hence part of the sacrifices that have to be made as being like you know, isolated and stuff like that. But yeah, like it's in 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 that case, like it's basically just yeah, it's basically what do you call this? I'm trying to prove her right,
mm.
you know, that it's actually what do you call this? It's actually possible to actually thrive in the way that she has lived life, you know, and I need to be able to make her proud. On top of that, so yeah, yeah, it's quite a struggle, but hopefully, I don't know if it's just me or what or like whatever's going on, but like I seem to have an extreme amount of luck for some weird reason,
Mm.
you know, because I guess I guess you could say it's also just what do you call this, karma. You know, what goes around comes around. I never really I don't want to put this in a way that sounds like you know what do you call this, thy holy one or some shit like that. But I I I always want to try and help people, you know, and because of that, I never really get into a situation whereby I can actually say that like I'm definitely like you know there's nothing I can do, you know, for some weird reason. Um, like all of the people that you help eventually come back to help me, you know, and right now I can say that you know, not having any qualifications except for that like a 3 month course, which I probably doesn't even like you know, qualify me or anything like that. I do have like I do have my job, and you know, like my boss really appreciates what I can do, and things like that. And for the fact that I don't even have like you know, like a solid foundation in its in the you know, like any type of education for what I do, it kind of like, you know, it kind of like shows that it's a matter of karma at this point, you know. Like everybody can actually like everybody that I actually help out eventually comes back to help me out, you know. And so therefore that's why I like doing like you know, these free projects, you know, and like charge less and stuff like that, because yeah, man, like what goes around comes around, you know. So I know for a fact that like if I do something for someone for like you know um, like not even like a fraction of the price of the original market price, um, that usually comes back to help me out, you know. And it's the one way that I've lived life, and it works, you know, it works. I am progressing, you know. I'm slowly getting to where I need to get to, even though it is a bit slow, and right now it requires a bit much more what do you call this, much more um, it requires me to push, Like
More
I'm
questions.
guessing that's why this year is yeah. That's why this year is a bit that's why I said like it's my make or break year, because like the goals that I have for this year are like solid. Like I need to like get into a position whereby I can say, like I'm satisfied, I'm happy, and it is quite hard right now. But I am enjoying the hardships and challenges, because it's kind of like umuntu ongenazo iy'nkinga kahle kahle, umuntu ojabulile, like umuntu ongaphushi next. Ngiyangithola?
Mm, mm.
Like if you're not really struggling or anything like that, or you don't have any challenges, then you're probably not trying to do anything. It means you are fine.
You
There's this
don't think
quote
that.
that I remember. It was, what do you call this? Um, if if um, if if you think that you are not ready, or rather, if you feel like you have learned everything, then you have accepted that you can die. You know,
Mm.
and I'm not at that point right now. I know that I know nothing basically, and therefore I keep learning, I keep growing,
Mm.
and because of that, it's like you could say I'm prospering in a way, but yeah, I'm slowly getting there, slowly getting there, but it's a hassle, man.
Yeah, man. You were touching on the projects that you lower the an incentive, kahle kahle, whenever you charge people. So let us know what kind of projects are there as a service that you are offering brands like myself, for example. I'm an artist or whatsoever. Like, what kind of development or service is there? Um, like a service offering that you have under Sage Design right now, currently, that you're currently focusing on and putting your 100% on.
Like right now, it's usually just my project. Not really working on anybody's anything, except for the platform that we're supposed to work on, to which I need to like touch up on very soon.
Nigga, whoa,
But
nigga, don't make that announcement. That's between me and you,
No, no,
dog.
no, I'm
We're
not gonna
here.
say much. I'm not gonna
We're
say much.
here.
I'm not gonna say
Yes,
much.
Dala.
That's why I just said a project. That's why I just said a project. It's all good. It's all good.
Yeah.
But like by the time it does release, I'm sure it's going to like it's going to boom. But yeah, no, let's just leave it at that. Um what I am pushing right now is a couple of what do you call this? A couple of applications and services that I would like to what do you call this, self-host and probably release. Hopefully, they'll gain like users and traction so that it can like um, convert into like a passive income. And then from there, I guess once that step is done, I guess that's where the hard part begins, reintegrating into society, which I guess yeah, I guess it'll be kind of exciting to like go through that. But yeah, no, for now I'm just working on those projects. Um, like if I were to what do you call this? Go through a couple of them. So I have what do you call this? I have a meetings application, kind of like Zoom, but better because like it uses like your AI agents
Mm.
to to basically substitute a user. Like imagine this. Imagine you had to attend like 3 meetings at the same time. You know, it's basically impossible. But what if you had a way to actually like create a digital version of yourself, equipped with all of the knowledge and tools that you would need to actually like attend a certain meeting, which kind of means that you can actually attend like 3 meetings at the same time,
Yeah.
one with you and like what do you call this? Two others with like an AI agent that is specifically built to actually like act as more like a personal assistant, because like this platform actually enables like a user to actually like create like a digital version of themselves. Um, and right now I'm kind of like working into the voice cloning part of it. which would actually make the AI actually speak, with your voice and
Mm.
stuff like that. It's kind of crazy. And that's the thing about me, and like even at work, they always say that like I'm always coming up with like the craziest ideas. Like and that's the thing, like it's I enjoy doing what I do, so, and I enjoy the fact that like I can think out of the box. I can think of ideas that like other people just cannot comprehend. And yeah, so I'm just kind of like pushing those projects. The AI tutor that I created for my little brother as well, I want to try push that too. Yeah, man, like there's quite a few projects in the pipeline. um, but by the time they release, I'll probably like send them through to you for marketing purposes, and just to show people what I have. Thankfully, I got you for that. So yeah, right now it's just a matter of pushing. Like I just want to push and complete these.
So basically, what you're saying, we can have like a part two episode whereby you share the the programs with our people. That's
Oh,
what you're saying, kahle
of course,
kahle. Just to get them through about what they do, kahle kahle, and how they can be helpful in their daily lives.
of of course. Like there's quite a lot of what do you call this? There's quite a lot of um missing what do you call? I don't want to say. Yeah, there's quite a lot of opportunities, especially with living where I live, which is like, Soweto and stuff like that. Things usually start over there by the north and stuff. We don't
Mm.
really necessarily have anything that comes from like, the south, and well, we do, but like it doesn't. I haven't heard of anything like that comes from this side that is prospering, like especially like in my industry. So I'm hoping to at least what do you call this? Take that take that that my electricity is gone. But yeah, no, it's just a matter of what do you call this? Trying to push this thing. Yeah, and I'm hoping for a part two so that I can actually show you my work, instead of just showing you my face in this point.
Mm.
So yeah, like as soon as we do have a part two, I'll probably have like everything's sorted out, and yeah, you should we should be able to what do you call this? Yeah, you should be able to see a the part two. I mean, and all of the projects that I'm currently working on.
Okay.
The reason for my isolation, if you could put it in a way. But yeah, yeah. Like it's quite a few exciting projects. But yeah, I'll prepare them up, and then yeah, we can do part two.
Definitely, that will happen most definitely. And another thing, man, while we on AMA program that you have developed so far, I know you're a business, you offer services like AMA website development. So is there space for entrepreneurs to like, if they want to, let's say it's a restaurant, for example, and they want to put their business on an online platform, there will be a convenient space for their daily targeted consumers. If maybe they don't have time as we head into the winter season, for example. I mean, we can't go out. It's cold, man. Let's just order and bring
Yeah,
the food into our own
it
space
is.
rather than going there. So is there any um do you offer such services for ama entrepreneurs, not just restaurant, obviously? It's just an example.
Yeah. No, like the thing is, like what's the situation with me? Like it's a matter of if you have an idea, and let's sit down and see what we can do. The thing is, I know that I'm a think tank, so I can take your idea and basically multiply it, and obviously offer solutions that I already have, which means that I wouldn't really need to work on them. Having worked for So Imagine has actually given me, what do you call this, quite the portfolio. For example, I have like an application which basically is like your whole Uber Eats type of like platform. three applications whereby you have like the application that sells, you have the application that users will actually use to buy, and then you have like the application that allows what do you call this? Allows your delivery guys to be able to collect your merchandise or whatever you're trying to like get delivered over to the other side, to where like the user bought to the customers. Imagine I already have like an Uber Eats type of system like that, and but then the issue usually comes through when it has to do with like maintenance. Most of the people that I usually do websites for, I can create like a dope website, but like if you don't know how to use it, then there's really no point, you know. So the one thing that I think I need to focus on the most when it comes to like pushing the the whole entrepreneurship type of thing is also to push what do you call this? The education that needs to come with it, so that if I like, if I develop a website or I develop like a web app in this case, the people or rather the business that actually is going to use that software should know how to use it so they can like maximize its fullest potential. But yeah, like at this point, I don't really know. I'm actually kind of looking for advice myself as to like how I should actually try and pursue this because I need to be able to like approach businesses or rather like I need to be able to approach the projects that I do in such a way that the the um, the business or the customer would actually understand what is being offered to them, and as soon as I think as soon as I've breached that gap, um, yeah, like a lot of businesses would actually like thrive. But yeah, right now it's still quite hard to actually like get them to understand and use the products that I can actually offer. It's way easier with the clients that we get at work because they usually like like established businesses that usually know what they want. I'm not saying that that's not the case with the businesses that we have here, but it's definitely there's definitely that that gap, of misinformation and stuff, and the lack of information in this case, and simply because of that, like there's I need a way to actually like structurally approach um, my services in such a way that people actually understand what I'm offering. I don't want to offer you just the websites. I need to offer you like an e-commerce platform, like with like everything. And a lot of people don't really understand how that would work. Others are just lazy because like they're expected to just work. But everything requires like what do you call this? Um, it requires time, and if like what I offer is actually good enough, then believe me, you could thrive. You could thrive. But yeah, no, it's I guess at this point it's just uh, you, like me having to bridge that gap, come up with products and come up with a structural way of actually teaching them how to use the product. And yeah, I guess that's the current challenge. What I'm actually trying to navigate through.
Okay. There's this Ntwana, misconception going around about IT because me personally, I think I've told you before, my brother. I've met a lot of IT people who say they've done IT at school, they're doing IT schools, and I simply ask, in what terms are you doing IT? This one says web development, this one says programming, one says that, this one says that. But when I come to you, you give me a whole dynamic of what this is, you give me a clearer picture, So to your point, I always say to you, Utimpana, there's no one right now in terms of a person that I know that's really above the wisdom and experience that you have in terms of, technology. on itself. So I'd love you to, in short though, in a summary, because we're running out of time, Donaka. I'd love to explain what is it is IT all about?
Yeah, well, um, like IT is very broad. I'm guessing that's why you actually like received that answer, you know. IT
Yes.
is like it's way too broad. Um, I mean, like you have people who are actually in IT, right?
Mm.
Um, who are like for example, being able to do spreadsheets on your computer is still part of IT. You know, it's like end user computing.
Mm.
You have people who actually deal with what do you call this? Who deal with like hacking and stuff like that. Your cybersecurity, that's
Okay.
also in IT. So
All right.
like IT is like way too broad. Like even like what I do is just a small spectrum of it.
Okay.
Because like I usually deal with what do you call this? I usually deal with like software development, but like even in what I do, um, I cannot really give you the whole package for if I were to put it in a way. Um, you can't for example, if you were to ask someone what they do and they tell you that they're in IT, that's not really an answer, you know, because like as I'm saying, it's way too broad. Like you have your UI developers, you have your UX developers, you know, and I'm like by UX I'm talking about like people who actually they don't do coding per se, but like they guide developers and your UI developers to actually like you know come up with ways that what do you call this? Say maybe developing an application, but this application is not user friendly. You know, it's basically built by a programmer for programmers, and you have like your UX guys. Those are the guys that are like you know like they study how software should be so that it is usable for like everybody.
Mm.
And it's these small what do you call this things that actually make up like the whole spectrum of IT. So as much as somebody can tell you that they're a web developer, um, there's still a lot that they're not telling you. You know, like for example, I'm a web developer, but at the same time, what kind of web developer am I? Am I like a back end developer, front end developer, or full stack?
Mm.
And even if you tell them that you know I do front end development, do you do UI, do you do UX, or do you do like you know like there's so much that actually goes into it, and that's why, as I said before, it's part of the whole isolation thing. You are always constantly learning because there's always new technologies coming up, and with each technology, that means like there's a newer what do you call this? A newer field now in IT. For example, there's like a new career what do you call this new career perspectives nowadays for vibe coding. So vibe coding is basically uh, you're a programmer but you don't even write like a single line of code. You're dependent on AI to actually like do that. And because of that, now if you like ask someone if they're like a developer or something like that, they can like probably say yes. Like, but what kind of developer is that now? You know, like you have your vibe coders, you have like your DevOps, you have there's so much that goes into this thing. But yeah, like it's I guess it also comes with experience, you know.
Mm.
As I'm saying, like for me it didn't just start with what do you call this? With me having to do programming. It all started back then when I started like playing Mortal Kombat 1. You know, that's how I actually just got into IT and I know so much about it. You know, just simply from playing games and understanding how games are made to actually creating games and creating software. Because of all of this, this is why I have like my broad what do you call this? My broad amounts of knowledge when it comes to this field. But yeah, it's I guess it's just experience. It's mostly just experience.
Yeah, man. Since really you're running out of time, Thando, I'd like to ask you two more questions. Um, what's this? Konje ngifuna ukubuza in. Fuck, it slipped my mind. So okay, the last one will be giving advice to the people that are already in the industry, how they should maneuver. And the one that I want to ask right now is how has AI been so helpful in terms of uh, development in the industry, in terms of app developments and that kind of stuff? And is there anything that you're working on right now to give more innovation in terms of time spent when you develop something? It can be a game, it can be, websites. Please get us through that, then advise, then we end it, my brother.
All right. I know. Well, let me put it this way.
Yeah.
Right now, everything is all about AI. Like everything is all about AI. All of the projects that I'm working on have like some kind of AI capability integrated within it. AI is here to stay. That's a definite. It's what do you call this? It's I think I believe that it's like um it's 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 going to be, what do you call this? It's basically going to be part of everybody's life right now, whether you like it or not. Your Instagram has AI now. Your camera has AI. Everything basically revolves around AI, and I have to say that like I'm really glad that I actually got to live up to around these times. So like but there's like a lot of misconception about AI and people like losing their jobs and stuff like that, which is not really true. If AI does come through, you understand that like we'll actually start having like 2-day work days. Imagine like working only 2 days for a week, because you know like AI can basically cover the rest of your shift, and like the only thing that you would need to be there for is we call this right now in the field human in the loop.
Aha.
Which means that yeah, no man,
Yeah.
like if you think about it, AI can actually like do everything, like from step one to whatever step is there. But then without any human guidance, it can then start like it can mess up, it can hallucinate, for example. So as much as people may be worried, we will never actually get to a point whereby AI is actually like like smart enough to actually do everything. You cannot really trust the technology to actually like especially like it's since it's man-made and stuff like that. It's not God, and it's not all smarts and stuff like that. It requires like human intervention. For example, there's quite a lot of programmers nowadays complaining of what do you call this, of AI, and this is like quite opposite. I'm guessing there's a lot of developers who are like developers like myself, who are actually complaining that AI is not competent enough. You know, it can do most of your job, but if you don't guide it, then yeah, it can actually end up like for example, deleting your whole project. Because that's how it actually thinks. Imagine if I had to make like an example. Imagine you had like an AI running your Instagram or your social media and stuff like that. You're expecting it to like do posts for you and stuff like that, but as time goes on, it gets more and more capable, right? It starts inviting the type of people that you would like to invite. It starts doing this and that. But you understand that without any human guidance, especially because we can change as well. We can like change our preferences, but like an AI won't know that. Imagine one day you actually like you basically wake up to find your Facebook gone, because like that's the type of decision that AI actually did for you, you know, and it can actually do that. It's quite possible. I can write a script that can like manage your social media, but like if it's not if it's not looked after, right? And that's why we call it like a human in the loop. If you give it too much power, then you kind of like screwing yourself over. And so therefore, like, but like if you are able to like, guide it into like, doing whatever it needs to do, then you do less work, So that's why I'm saying that two 2 day work days will be a like a thing like yeah, like you basically won't have to like work forever now. Like the only thing that you have to do is probably just go back to work, see how your AI is doing, and then come back, and then like that'll be it. So it's really it's I can't say it's an uncertain future, but if you look at it from like from like a what do you call this, like um the good side of it, if I were to put it, it's going to be a very interesting time. But of course, like everything has to have like everything has to transition, And during the transition, like if you're not really educated and you are still sticking to the stigma of things that you don't even understand, then you're probably just going to lose a lot. Like if you don't embrace it, then you're gonna get left behind. It's best you embrace it, and it's best you learn more about it. And there are platforms out there, to learn more about it. So what I'm trying to say is, um, as much as it is there right now, don't just use it. Try to learn more about it. In fact, try to actually work with it. You know, um, in your case, you're not much of a computer guy, but you can still use AI. You can use AI to actually like generate your posters instead of like you doing them yourself. And if you're keen enough, you're actually going to get it to a point whereby you have like you have your own program that you actually wrote without even knowing how to code, because you are actually constantly using all of these newer softwares that are out here now. And you would actually eventually get to a point whereby you are designing your own software. That's where I think we are going. Everything is becoming automated, and because of this automation, we we really need to learn how to use these softwares, and there shouldn't be any stigma about it, because at the end of the day, um, your complaints won't really mean anything, especially when it's the big corporations who are actually pushing these things out onto us. The only thing that you can do is there's a what do you call this? There's a quote. I don't know, but it was like yeah, I think it was one of these guys, like Gaddafi or something. Yeah, like one of these what do you call this? Dictator presidents. But he actually had like a really awesome quote that I think a lot of people should live by. And it's if you cannot if you can't adapt, then you die. It's that
Right.
simple. So if it's simply a matter of stop stop what do you call this? Stop having like uh stigma and speculation and stuff like that, and just use it, because whether we like it or not, it's here to stay. You know, um, and um, and I'm talking from like like the best use case for AI right now is in my industry. But we haven't been losing any jobs. In fact, we're actually prospering. We're actually like getting to relax much more, because of the fact that like AI can actually help with generating most of the things that we do now, you know. But if I'm not there in whatever AI can do, then AI will never actually, it won't be able to do. It can't think like a human. It's not creative, you know. It can only do what it's told, and because of that, it's like that's how it's going to work out for everyone. We basically just we're getting to a point where everything, as I'm saying, everything is going to be automated. So yeah, like stop speculating, stop having stigma, just deal with it and enjoy it, basically. And like that's what I think. That's the mindset I think that everybody should have. Yeah. So you asked about the programs that I have. As I said, like the AI tutor thingy that I made for my little brother. that is like it's quite powerful if you think about it, because it actually like takes on the role of a teacher. It can like teach, and it teaches like the current curriculum that is being taught at schools. So it's not that like it's teaching something that like wouldn't be valuable. And that is one of the use cases. Another application that I'm working on is the meetings one that I told you, whereby you can like design your agentic self. Um,
through AI.
the what do you call this? Yeah, with AI. Everything that I'm pushing right now is like all AI based, because that's the world that we are living in right now. I cannot afford to do a software that actually doesn't incorporate any type of AI, because if like a competitive app comes through and it has that feature, then mine is obsolete, which I don't want to fall under that category. But yeah, besides that, there's a what do you call this? Oh yeah, there's a cloud platform that I'm working on, that'll allow people to like spin up virtual machines really easy. It's right now it seems like it's a very profitable business, and that's where because like with AI, there's so many opportunities now, and things that can be automated, but like AI needs a computer to run on, so I've moved more into what do you call this? A cloud platform where you can like spin up a VM, where you can deploy your own AI agent. For example, say maybe the what do you call this? The the AI social media management application that I'm talking about. As much as you may have that, it still needs somewhere to run, and that's one of the businesses that I'm thinking of going into, which is your cloud your cloud VMs and stuff. And yeah, there's quite a lot, but I'd have to like prepare all of them, like to actually like give you a brief breakdown, you know. So yeah, no, like and then you asked about what do you call this? Any advice that I'm giving to the people? I think I already did that, but it's that simple. Like right now, as programmers, we need to work on softwares that actually automate processes, because like that's currently like where the world is going. We need to be able to develop softwares that allow people to not work anymore, and I think to thrive, that's where the focus should be on.
Mm. So, Thando, before we wrap things up, my brother, I'd like to say thank you so much for your time. I know you had to squeeze me in today. You had meetings above meetings and on top of meetings, so I'm honored, Yabo,
Mhm.
to actually have you and spend so much time. I think this is the longest of all episodes that I've hosted so far, which is episode 8 with you, my guy, my brother from another mother. So I'd like you to share your contacts with our people, how they can get a hold of you if they need any web development services, app development services, graphic designs of some sort, and other services that you offer, my brother.
Well, right now I don't really have any ways of connection because of the whole isolation thingy, but I can definitely promise you that by the time we have part two, I should be sorted with those. I'm currently working on my portfolio, whereby everybody can connect with me. I'm still yet to buy the domain. I think I'm gonna do that like this month. Yeah, but like as soon as I have that, it'll probably be like Sage Designs
Mm.
.co.za. And then yeah, no, like the other thing that I'm actually trying to work on right now is my social connections and stuff. So yeah, I guess with this being the first, it's paving the way for a more social me, so that I can like be more on these social networks. But let me give you like the full breakdown on part two, whereby I'll be showing you like some of the applications that I have, and you know, like all of the services that I can offer. I think that would be the best time to actually like give you that information as well.
Okay. Thank you so much, Thando, for joining us. And Jayami, it was a very informative episode, and very educational for someone who is interested to be in the field that you're in, or is ready in the field that you're in, to actually understand the diversity that comes with, information technology. Am I right? Is it IT, information technology, or I'm coming
Yeah,
up with
yeah,
my own?
knowledge.
Yeah, and programming. So, man, you're one of the greatest. Just know that, and keep doing what you're doing, my bro. Being innovative as you are, and yeah, man, keep on, my brother. One love, yeah, I'm fit to be grand, jam, be grand,
No, no, thanks, bro. Thanks, bro. Thank you for your time, dog. Let's keep on hustling.
Let's keep this going, my bro. Let's keep this going. But ungaphumela yini, ngibe ngidissector, ngishama conclusion, then it's a wrap.
All right, all right. I know, dog. Sure, sure.
Chap, nyabonga jam.
Sure.
Away. Yo, that was episode 8, no Thando Zondo. What a very interesting episode this was, and thank you for every single one of y'all who tuned in and is about to tune in as soon as the live is out on all social media platforms. You can find us at Be Happy Central Broadcast, Be Happy Central Live Broadcast on Instagram, and also on Facebook, Be Happy updates, or Be Happy Community, because we do have a Be Happy Central Community. Sorry, Be Happy Central Community on Facebook right now. You can join in. That is linked or linked with a WhatsApp group called the Be Happy Community, Be Happy Central Community Group. So thank you so much for joining in. So if you want to be part of the show, don't be scared. Hit me up with the DM here on Instagram at the Be Happy Central live broadcast, or also Facebook, TikTok, and Twitter at happy_world. It's happy with the V because we are high visual, passionate people and young. So hashtag be happy. We out.